Recording in progress.
All right, here we go. We got a core workout for 30 minutes. So what do I have tonight? I have 2 sets. Each set's got 6 exercises. So we're going to kind of work one side of the body do the 6 exercises, repeat the 6 from the other side of the body, next side of the body. Then we'll do a complete other set, 6 and 6 again. Sound good? All right, bring your arms up. Shoulders are soft, core starting to get tight, and then just kind of sway and move. Woo. And now I want you to transfer your weight foot to foot, and then feel your feet connecting to the ground. All right, we'll do one more, and then we're going to start to sit solid and start to make some sweeps. So remember, we are warming up here. And then come all the way down. One more swoop. We land at the bottom. We're going to bring our left hand under our nose, put a nice gracious bend in those knees, and take your right hand up. Give yourself a little twist to start warming up our core and our spine. And then bring that hand down and then roll up nice and slow all the way up. Roll your shoulders back and down, and let's sway again. So again, transfer your weight foot to foot. You can just rock if you want, but bring it, lift it up is even better. All right, let's start. So small rotations, and then we go a little deeper, and then very deep. One more big, big, deep one. We'll come on down. Right hand under your nose, soft bend in those knees. Left hand up, and we twist. We'll bring that hand down. Roll up nice and slow. Nice. So our first exercise we're going to do is going to be a squat to a long toe reach. So we squat with the arms behind us, opening the chest, getting the core nice and tight. Opposite hand reaches to your opposite toes. All right, here we go. Squat and up, squat. So when you squat, try to keep your hips and knees center, and then come up and reach your fingers to your toes. Yes, so same side of the body. Over and through. Woo, reach it up. Now each time, can you see if you get a little deeper into your squat? And you want to bring your toes and your hands to meet at your navel, nice and long. 2 more. 2 and 1. All right, exercise number 1. All right, number 2, grab a nice heavy weight. We're going to do an oblique side bend. Feet stacked right underneath your hips, grounded, one arm back, and we hinge, and we come up. Hinge. So not too fast, right? We don't want any momentum. Now, on this next one, let's come down. Now, I want you to think somebody's pushing on your dumbbell, and you can barely get it up. All right, so push it down, fight them to bring it up. Yes, that takes things nice, slower, and brings it up. Soft through the knees, but you still want your back nice and straight. Shoulders are back and down, and your core is very, very engaged. One more. All right, get rid of that dumbbell. We won't need any weight for this one. So standing on the left leg, you're going to take your leg out, and then you're going to become a star. So you're a 5-point star. So that small bend on the standing knee. And of course, stars move in the night. So we may move, we may fall right to the ground and be a falling star. And that's okay, right? Yes. Can you roll that shoulder back? What about your fingers? Are they engaged? Yes, we've only going to hold this for like 4 minutes. Woo. Anytime you need to come out, just kind of move it around, but find that bend and lift it up. Look at us balancing. 10 seconds. Nice and strong. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Open up. Sug the belly. 2, and 1. Woo! All right, grab your light weight. We're going to do same side of the body. So we're going to do a windmill. I'm just going to pause the timer. I want to make sure that we're doing it right. So this foot's going to be long. This toe is going to be out. So you're kind of stepping heel to heel and then step back nice and long, right? You're going to put both knees a bend, not a bend, but a soft through the knee. This arm's going to come here. You're going to roll your shoulders out, and then you're going to start to hinge down and open, like open this way. And then we come back up. All right. So we're going to do that 400 times or for 50 seconds. All right. Soften the knees, hinge down, hold it. Now use your core to bring you up. Take it down, bend those knees and up. So working that outer oblique plus our waist on the other side. Now, any point that dumbbell's too much, ditch it. Right? Any point you're feeling, hey, I want to take this to the next level, bring it up to the upper body. Soft through those knees and bring it up. But I do prefer this one. And we lift. Take it down. Beautiful windmills. Hold it here and up. Nice. All right, still have that light dumbbell. Want you to take your feet wide, and we're going to take the dumbbell, holding it here, and take it out, twist, up, and lift it up over your head so your biceps are by your ears. All right, so let's go. Forward, twist. Head and neck have to follow. Twist. So when you twist, it's a hard stop. Work that waist. And when we lift, we work the deep core muscles. So you want to lift, stretch, push, and up. Stretch is probably not the best word, but you're lifting and engaging and expanding. Lift, push, out, and up, push, and lift. All right, one more. Bring it out. Woo, nice. All right, last one. We're going to be standing. You'll need 2 weights. 1 dumbbell to put over front, 1 dumbbell over your head. And we're going to stand here, bring it up on your toes, lift it up and over. We haven't done these in a little while. I call them my river dance. Up and over. So you want to stack yourself in the center of that dumbbell. And you want to go slow enough that the knee comes all the way up. So I'm working the waist, right? And the deep core muscles. Whew. And of course, by balancing, all of our obliques have to kick in. Whew. And our spine getting lots of love. And over. 2 more. 2. And 1. Nice. How was that? Good. All right. We're going from the top. Grab a sip of water, and then we're going to get those weights back in order. We're going to start with the squat to the long leg. So we're squatting and opposite arm than we did the first time. All right. 6 seconds. All right, shoulders back and down, core tight, and let's squat it down and tap. Squat, reach. Whew. So that arm is not just kind of being thrown in the front. It's strong right from the shoulder to the toes. Same with that leg. Reach and up. Dig it back. Left. And up. Woo, breathe. 2 more. Oh, well, 2 more here. 1 more. Woo. All right, gets the heart going, doesn't it? All right, grab your heavy weight. Feet underneath. Shoulders back and down. We're going to do the oblique side bends. Opposite side. Woo. And up. Take it down, hold it. So really make sure the shoulder and your chest are expanded. Yes, nice. Push. All right, we're going down, hold it. Somebody's fighting you and you barely bring it up. Take it down. Woo. So at the shoulder, down to those hips. Lift it with your obliques. Woo. And for this one, we can do heavier weights because the dumbbell's down past our shoulders, right? So it's easier. And up, a couple more. 3, 2, last one. Go slow on the way up. All right, give yourself some room to be a rock star. So find your balance. Lift that foot, lift the leg out. Find your balance here, and then become a star. So you got to make sure you've got 5 points. Woo, whichever way you want, but it's nicer when you hold it. Now roll that shoulder back and nice. Do you have a bend in your knee? Yeah, move it. And up. Nice. And breathe. Just breathe. We've got a bouncing night coming up sometime the next couple of weeks. And look at us, we don't even need it. The people that aren't here tonight are the ones that need it. Woo, 10 seconds. You got this? Flex that foot. Can you start out a little bit more? Yes, 3, 2, and 1. Woo, might feel that in the back. Holding up all our body. Okay, lightweight. We're gonna do that windmill, right? So front toe out, heel behind, step all the way back. Hands going to shoulders back, hand comes down, bend those knees and up. I'm gonna say bend the knees 5,000 times because I am the queen of liking to lock my knees when I windmill. Woo. And up, bring it down and lift. Again, you have that option, right? If the dumbbell's too much, ditch it. And up. And if you want to try it, just in the upper arm, see what that feels like. Whew, it does put quite a bit of weight on the shoulder girth, but it also going to work the opposite side of your body a little bit better. And up. Take it down. One more. Woo, nice. I could do those all day. All right, we're going to hold that dumbbell vertically, and we're going to twist and then lift it up overhead. All right, here we go. Twist and stop, up, push. So hard stop, twist, giant lift. And lift. Push. And up. Woo. Lift. Up we go. Are you getting that full range? Lift. Push. Couple more. Twist. And up. Woo. And lift. One last one. Beautiful. All right. Set up for our river dance. So one dumbbell in the front. Grab the ends of the other. And here we go. It's this leg, not this time. Up and over. As soon as you start, your body will tell you, wait a minute, this feels familiar. Lift and up. So try to get that dumbbell right by your biceps and the arms super high. And up. Whew. Push it up. Get that knee high. Higher. Couple more. Whew. One more. Nice. All right. That's those 2 sets. Coming to the next set of 6. We're going down to the ground. So we're going to need at least one dumbbell that you're going to do a diamond press. So you're going to hold it like a tricep, curl, and you're going to crunch it down. So a heavy one. And then I think that'll be it for the dumbbells. So we're going to start with a side plank crunch. I'm just going to move my dumbbells behind. So again, we've got those 6 exercises. Now we're going to do some reverse crunches, and of course they're going to be the same set. What I'm saying is they're not unilateral. All right, we're going to set up for a side plank first. So we're going to bend one knee, take the other leg out. Okay, this wrist comes right underneath our shoulder. We come it all the way out here. Beautiful. And you're going to crunch and lengthen. So the foot can come lower, but what we're trying to do is come into that side plank, right? So up and crunch, push. Now make sure you're not collapsing into this arm or into that shoulder, right? Core is holding you up. Press and up. Woo. Reach and up. So extend, press, extend, and in. Woo. One more. Nice. All right, we're going down onto our back. Now my left leg was in the air. My left leg is going to come into a figure 4. Hands behind your head. Protect your neck. We're going to take the right leg up. Lower the right leg, crunch it in. Take it out. Crunch in and out. So elbows in, elbows out, and in. Press through your foot. Push and lengthen. And breathe. Woo. And in. Press. And out. Biggest key here is to move those elbows in. Move them out. In and out. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Now it's getting nasty, isn't it? All right, both feet are going to be flat on the ground. Arms are on your side, but along your body with the palms down. You're going to come up onto your balls of your feet, toes, and we're going to go into a reverse crunch. So we're going to use our lower core to lift our knees towards our chest. Now our arms are not pushing us or lifting us. It's all core. So I like to keep my arms loosey-goosey up in the air or by my chest, so I know I'm not using them to press into my mat and propel me forward. Woo. Oh yeah. And up. Who doesn't like a reverse crunch? Woo. 2 more. 1 and 2. Nice. All right, grab a dumbbell. You're going to hold the dumbbell in longwise. Both hands are going to hold it. All right. Your legs are going to be up. You're going to press the dumbbell down to your chest as you lower your legs. Press it straight up. So you're making kind of a diamond shape out of your hands, but we go slow. And up. Whew. Now, if these leg raises are just too, keep going, but if they're too extreme for your lower back, ditch the dumbbell. Bring your hands under your lower back and do your leg lifts. Keep a subtle bend in your knees. 2 more. 2 and 1. Nice. Whew. All right. Knees are going to be bent. We're going to bring our hands behind our head, or fingertips by our temples. You're going to lift your head up and you're going to bring your right hand down by your, pointing towards your heel. And then you're going to just scoot your back and crunch to the side. And you're trying to bring your toes, or sorry, your fingers to your toes. Press it down and push. Whew. So really targeting the lower abs as well as our obliques, right? The waist and the obliques. Whew. Time goes by so slowly, Madonna says in her hung up song. It goes slowly when you're doing these ab crunches. Woo! Two more. Two. And one. Nice. All right. Last exercise. So we take it to the other side. Right arm's going to come down to the ground in a T position. Left arm's coming up over the head in the I position. Left foot stays bent. Right leg comes long. Got it? And we're going to lift the left hand to the right toe and bring it down. Lift it up and bring it down. Now lift and hold it at the top. Now don't come up too high. You want to keep that right shoulder down to the ground. Reach and lower. Take it up and bring it down. Up and down. Lift and lower. Take it up and down. Woo. Two more. Up and up. Beautiful. All right. We got to kind of get up a little bit to get into that side plank crunch, but grab some water while you're there. We'll take the opposite knee, bend it. Everybody still here? Still good? Thumbs up. Awesome. All right. Opposite leg, nice and long, right? Wrist underneath your shoulder, roll the opposite shoulder, take the arm up and over, lift that leg, and start those crunches. Push and crunch. So one side of your body might have a bit more flexibility than the other. So maybe the elbow and the knee meet. Maybe they don't. But you're expanding and you're reaching. And then you crunch it in. Bring it up. Woo. And reach. Lift. And out. Push. And up. Two more. One and two. All right, right on your back. That upper leg is now crossed over the knee. We're going for those figure four crunches. So arms behind, fingers behind your head, leg up. We lower the leg. We crunch in, we crunch open. In and out. So as the knees crunch in, so do the elbows. Push foots away, elbows open. Woo. And press. And breathe. Woo. Couple more. And open. 2, 3, and 1. Nice. It's nice when it's nice. All right, next one, reverse crunches. Arms by your side. But remember, you want them loosey-goosey. And here we go. Lift those knees into your chest, into your face. Whew. Now, stop and then lift, right? Stop and lift. Otherwise, we're putting too much momentum on our lower back. Nice. Woo! Couple more. Ooh. Three more. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Grab your dumbbell. Back to leg raises with that diamond press. So both arms up, dumbbell straight up. And here we go. Lower. Press it down to your chest. Lift it high. Lower hang out. Press it up high. Small bend in the knees, but toes are pointed. Legs go long. Woo. Bring that dumbbell right to the middle of your chest, middle of the ribs. Woo. And up. Make sure you're breathing. Few more, few more, few more. Woo. Woo. Lift. 2. Last one. Up and down. All right, get rid of that dumbbell. We will not need it. We're going to go for those side heel reaches. So feet flat on the floor, knees bent, hands by your temples. We lift the chest, we lift the head, opposite arm. So left arm now comes and we kind of squish and reach and slide. So again, we're trying to bring that shoulder to the hip, fingers to the heels, to the toes. Keep your gaze looking straight towards your ceiling so that your neck isn't torqued, right? We want to work the core, not the neck. Press, push, up and down. A couple more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Woo. Last exercise. Look at us go. Left arm long into a T. Right arm up over top. Right leg stays bent. And we're taking the left leg long. And we're going to do that diagonal V up. So keeping that shoulder down, shoulder connected to the earth. Here we go. Up and hold. And back. So again, on these ones, make your arms long and strong. Make your leg long and strong by pointing your toe, connecting right to your thigh. Reach it up. Up. Woo. And lift. Reach. Woo. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. So hug underneath your thighs. Realign your spine so that it's nice and straight again. And then let's rock 15 degrees to one side, 15 degrees to another. Woo, that was a little core challenge for us on this last day of April. Can you imagine that? Already done a quarter of the year. Woo. All right, make some circles with those knees. So make these circles meaningful, right? So you're massaging the 4 corners of your lower back. Then go the other way. Ooh. Then drop both knees to one side. Bring yourself up into a tabletop position. Just going to do a few cat-cows here. I know we're going into yoga, but in case, I know this is going to be in the top 100 of the workouts ever. Now round your back, around your spine. In case you ever do it, just the core challenge, I want you to make sure that you have a little stretch after. And whipping through 6 exercises one side and 6 exercises the other kind of makes it go pretty quick. All right, drop the belly down. Curl your toes, press yourself up into a downward facing dog. So press your chest towards your thighs. Press your heels toward the ground. Keep a bend into your knees. Slowly walk your hands to your feet. Hang out here. Bring one hand under your nose. Take your other hand up to the sky. Little twist. Maybe you're seeing a little bit more mobility than when we started. Go the other hand under your nose. Other hand up to the sky. Nice. Come on back down. Roll up nice and slow. And we're done our core. Good job, everybody. Great job. Great job.